Hi everyone, I'm going to be going over how to connect your Google Apps account to Microsoft Outlook. Microsoft Outlook is a program for email and calendar and some other things like that. It is a lot easier than going into your browser every time you want to read or send an email, and it also gives you handy little notifications for when you receive new emails, when you have calendar appointments that are just about to happen, and good stuff like that. So it's probably something you might want to consider using. So to start, we are going to search for Google Apps Sync, and we want Google Apps Sync for Microsoft Outlook. And we are going to click the download button, and it's going to, in some browsers, start automatically installing it. In other browsers, you can click this download button, and then you'll get this little installation file that's going to prompt you to basically the exact same thing. So I'll just go ahead and do what it's telling me to do here. I'm going to log in with my UCM email, hit continue, and then I'm going to log in here. And now it's going to ask for permission to access my Google Apps account, and I just want to accept it and give it permission, and it pretty much is done. So now you just have to hit continue in this little dialog. Okay, so now it is syncing, and when this pop-up appears, just hit create profile and click start Microsoft Outlook. And if you get this choose profile screen, just click OK. It doesn't really matter. And this is Microsoft Outlook. So as you can see, there's not really anything in here yet because it is syncing with our account. The first time that you sync, it'll take a few minutes. All the subsequent times, it will just take a couple seconds. So don't be put off by that. We can just close this and it'll sync in the background. One of the first things you'll notice, that I notice about Microsoft Outlook, is this preview panel over here. I really despise that, and a lot of times it ends up marking things as red when I don't want them to be. So I'm going to click View, go to Reading Pane, and turn that off. And now it's gone. So that's really nice. And you will have to do that, unfortunately, in all of your folders. So for example, I have a listserv folder. I'm going to have to go to that one and turn off the reading pane, and so on and so forth for all of the folders that you regularly use. But it's only a one-time thing, so not really that big of a deal. As far as sending emails, it's really simple. You just click New Email when you're on the Home tab, and here is the email dialog box. So you can just type in the name of the person you want to send it to. The first time that you send messages in Outlook, it will not auto suggest the name of someone. So one of the things you can do is when you start typing in someone's name, you can either click the check names box or hit Control K on your keyboard, and it doesn't recognize my name for some reason, but it should recognize Molly's. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, we can add that way, or we can just go to the address book and we can start typing in someone's name. The address book is kind of finicky and it's searching, so I don't really like using the address book. I like using the Control K system or using the check name system. When you start actually typing the text, it's really similar to using Microsoft Word. You can just type in stuff here. It's really easy to do bulleted lists and numbered lists, and to change the color of your text and all kinds of fun things like that. However, one thing you do want to keep in mind is that Gmail really does not like this kind of email formatting, So there's a very high likelihood that the formatting you do is going to get stripped out by the person who sees it on the other end. So it's probably best if you just avoid using the fancy formatting and just stick to the basics. Unfortunately, that's sort of a limitation with Gmail. There's an attach files dialog, or you can just drag. Oops. You can just drag files right to your email too, if that's easier for you. And I'm going to send myself this email and call it test, and show you what it looks like. You get this nice handy pop-up notification. You can click it that way, or you can click it up here. You can also delete it right here if you just want to ignore it right away. But I'll open it up, and here's what I got, so no real surprises. I'm just going to delete him. There are nice handy buttons up here for moving. One of the shortcuts you'll probably want to set up right away is move to and do the archives folder. So click archived, save, and now you can just click this and the email goes to your archive stuff, which is where you probably want to put all the sort of important things that you want to hold on to in the future. One of the things you might have noticed is that there's no signature at the bottom of my email. Even if you have set up a signature in Gmail, Outlook is not going to know that, so you have to set it up separately in Outlook. So you're going to go to File, Options, Mail, Signatures, and we have this nice empty looking screen here. So we're going to create a new signature. Let's call it default. We're going to associate it with new messages and replies. And I already have it set up here, so I'm just going to copy and paste it on in. And there it is. So just click OK. So hopefully now when I click new email, yep, there's the signature. So that's that. One of the things that annoys me to no end is that when you reply to a message, you can't see it when you're typing, but it will change your text to blue by default, and then the person on the other end is going to see a bunch of blue text, and it looks pretty unprofessional to me. I don't know. So I'll show you how to turn that off. We're going to go to Mail tab here again, go to Stationery and Fonts, and then in this replying or forwarding messages, you're just going to want to make sure that the color is set to automatic. I think it saved my settings from when I did this before, and that's why it's not showing blue, but it'll probably be blue for you if you haven't changed it already. So just click OK, and then all that ugly blue should be gone forever. Let's see, what other types of things? Oh, okay. To use your calendar, you will just click this calendar tab here, and there are lots of different ways to view your calendar. Right now, this is the day view. You can do week, month, however you want to do it. So if you want to add a new calendar appointment, you can use this button up here, but I just like to double click the day and then type in some stuff. You can pick a time or make it all day, pretty much just like you do with your Google Calendar, and save it. And I put that one in the past, so this is what it looks like when you have a calendar item that is either just about to happen or is overdue in this case. So you can just dismiss this. We'll create another one here, and when you are creating it, you can say how far in advance you want to be reminded. So I usually set mine for 15 minutes, and that means that 15 minutes before the event begins, you'll get that same pop-up that we just saw. So I'm just going to get rid of that. So that basically is the extent of doing the simple things in Microsoft Office or Microsoft Outlook, and at least in my opinion, it's a lot simpler than logging into your browser and doing it all that way. And it's really handy to just see a button down here and to see those nice pop-ups down in this corner when you get a new email. So your mileage may vary, and it's up to you if you want to use it or not. If you need any help with it, feel free to ask me questions anytime, and I hope you got something out of this. Thank you.